Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the two LRs that have been announced for part 2 of the 8th anniversary. So here we have a soul pumped up in battle Goku, who's obviously pretty cool. He leads the Turtle School category 200%, so both of them are flat out 200% leads. This is pretty decent, I would say. 200% leads is solid enough, especially if you're not going to give them 170 plus 30%. It doesn't give them a lot of variety, but it makes them usable in a lot of situations. And Turtle School has got quite a few buffs. All Gokus are pretty much under Turtle School, so that's some pretty good stuff. So, in terms of the passive, let's talk about the passive, because he activates the entrance animation upon entry once only. We'll take a look at the animations, don't worry. But key +4, attack and defense of 59%, guards all attacks for 6 turns from the start of turn, which is pretty good. Key +4, attack and defense of 159%, and survives KO attacks up to once within a turn. Again, nice stuff. Recovers 59% HP when HP is 50% or 40% or less at the start of turn, once only. An additional key +1 and chance of crit with each attack received. An additional defense of 59% starting from the turn in which the character receives the 5th attack in battle, and an additional 120% attack starting from the turn in which he receives his 9th attack in battle. High chance of nullifying key blast based super attacks directed at the character and countering with tremendous power. So obviously he guards all attacks, which is pretty important. When you look at everything, he essentially as a unit functions to be hit. He has guard for the first 6 turns, which is a decent chunk of time. He only has raw defense. Now, raw defense is like kind of a general rule of thumb is good, but not always good enough. Damage reduction, guard, these things couple very well with high raw defense, even low amounts. Like 20% damage reduction with 700k defense, it means a lot. In terms of the rest of him, I mean, he's very good. He's got a high chance of nullifying Key Blast supers. He nullifies being KO'd once per turn, which is pretty good stuff. He recovers 59% HP when HP is 40% or less at the end of turn, which is also super helpful. So there's a lot that's really good there. It's just that he has very high raw defense, but nothing else really to go with it at this stage. But let's there's still a lot more to him. Link-wise, Saiyan Warrior Race, All in the Family, Experienced Fighters, In Fighters, Z Fighters, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power, all pretty good stuff. So that's all really good. Active skills, the Spirit Bomb can be activated when HP is 59% or less, or when there is another Earth-Bred Fighter category ally attacking in the same turn from the 5th turn. Massively raises his attack, causes ultimate damage, and all attacks become crits. Pretty good stuff. And then he's got, on terms of his super attack effect, raises defense, raises attack for one, and he's also got Turtle School, Pure Saiyans, Goku's Family, Bond of Friendship, Earth-Bred Fighters, Power of Wishes, Full Power, Kamehameha, and Final Trump card. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn on his 12 key and raises defense permanently on his 18 key and raises his attack for 1 turn, which is pretty good. So lots of raw defense, raising defense, really good. It being on only his 18 keys, kind of a bit of a Buhan situation. So for those of you who don't know, Buhan also only raises his defense on his 18 key. What this means though is that every time you don't get the 18 key, you don't get that defensive raise. 12 keys are good, but they don't mean that much in terms of longevity and long form content. So good, but it could be a bit better. And yeah, but otherwise, I mean, still looks pretty good. I really like him as a unit. I like his build. Animations wise, I assume this is his entrance animation here. Obviously, both entrance animations are inspired by the shows. I think this is a good intro animation. just nothing too crazy. Really high on Goku's kind of cool though. Then you have this animation here. Now, just a reminder that all animations do look a bit wonky at kind of like the base speed. If you take them and times them by 2 like the game does, then they look a little bit better, a little bit smoother, and like Goku's animations look pretty good, I would say, without being super spectacular. I don't think they're on par with some of the other like animations we have. This Kamehameha is really good. This Kaioken here is pretty smooth, but I believe these are all from the Kai opening, so they have that kind of saturated color scheme that Kai scenes tend to have. But it's a good, I mean, it's a good animations, not great animations for me, at least in the grand scheme of things. I wouldn't say that they are, you know, huge for me. Now let's take a look at Gohan. Gohan being a Bond of Master and Disciple lead. Immediately, I think it's a better skill. Leader skill, Bond of Master and Disciple encompasses Piccolo's, Gohan's, Trunks's, Vegeta's from the Tournament of Power arc. Like quite a few decent units, I would say. So definitely a good skill. Link-wise, he's got All in the Family, Z Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Fierce Battle, Samurai Race, Innocence, and Legendary Power. Gaze of Respect and Z Fighters, there are some good Piccolos that have Gaze of Respect, of course, but it is a wonky link set, especially since he's not going to be able to link with other Gohan kids who also tend to have this wonky link set. It's like he kind of links okay with other Youth Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans, but that's kind of about it. He's not the wildest link set, if we're being honest. Ki +4, attack and defense of 58%, additional attack, there's a great chance of being a super attack for 6 turns from start of turn. Ki +4 and attack and defense of 150%. When an enemy is hit by his ultra super attack or unit super attack, reduce damage received by that enemy by 30% for the duration of that turn. Now we've seen with the Jackie Chun unit that this is an incredibly effective ability. It basically amounts to, in most hard content, since hard content is generally singular in nature, it amounts to basically a flat 30% damage reduction constantly. So it's already a very big, very good boon for Gohan. Very, very, very good for Gohan. So he's got an additional Ki +1, defense at 8%, up to 58% of each attack received. An additional attack of 58% from the turn in which he receives the 5th attack in battle. Launches an additional super attack starting from the turn in which he receives his 8th attack in battle. So Gohan's got a lot of additionals. Additionals for the first couple turns after entrance animation, additionals based off of the amount of times he gets hit. He's got that damage reduction ability, which is really, really good. I like his kit. I like his kit a lot. His active skill is pretty good as well. Similar conditions to Goku, but when there's another Bond of Master and Disciple category ally attacking the same turn, starting from the 5th turn of battle, massively raise attack, cause ultimate damage, and then effective against all types. So you can see they kind of wanted to balance things out because crits are better than effective against all types. Categories also not the craziest amount, I think 2 less than Goku, which is okay. And his super attack effects, so his ultra super attack raises attack and defense again, meaning that the 12 key is not the craziest. And then he's got his 18 key, which is unit super attack. And the unit super attack, there's a Goku, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien attacking, and he's got one with Piccolo. And I think they do the same thing. The one with Krillin, Goku, and them makes it an AoE attack, which is pretty good. And I believe it's the same with Piccolo, just the animation's a bit different, if I'm remembering correctly. All of them raises defense, just the unit super attacks greatly raises attack, which is quite good for him. What that means is because of his additionals and everything, you're going to want to just build him crit. And again, like Goku, he has the similar problem though of his defense only being raised in the 18 key. The big difference for Gohan is that he has that 30% damage reduction, which is quite a big deal when you're considering how well he does against other bosses. In terms of animations, we have Gohan's here. Again, you can watch him at 1x speed, but 2x is kind of where it's at. I personally find Gohan's better. I'm a fan of the original Z opening, and I believe that's where Gohan's is inspired by. I just like Gohan's animations, really. I think they're good. But again, I have to agree that both Gohan and Goku are probably a tiny ways down from the units we've had this Annie. Although I do just like Gohan's stylistic animations. I think they're pretty good. Like the ape transformation is really good. Then you've got obviously Piccolo, really nice kind of callback scene there. And then obviously you have his one with Goku and the gang. Also just solid enough transformation or attack. And that's also from the anime opening as well. And I particularly quite like that one. Mainly because of that part with Goku. But I really remember that. It's again from being a kid, but I really remember that scene with Goku, doing his whole thing was really, really good. So yeah, you can see here, this part, and the theme of songs. Yeah, that was a good opening. But yeah, I would say overall, obviously they look great. Kit-wise, I think they're really good. I actually think they're better than the 8th anniversary units. What they lack is they lack categories. For one, Goku's leader skill is a little bit too fine line. Both are still very good units. Animations, I think, could have been better, but I do think they're good enough. But yeah, I would definitely say here we can see a bit more about his unit super attacks. How both become mega colossal. But that's it. That's it for me. Overall, I think they're cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions. Let me know what yours are, and see you guys next time. Bye.